Yeah, that is a little weird. The fill tool is like one of the most basic tools. That would probably be the most annoying part for me. Change the filling color from clear to what you want the filling to be. For example, if you draw a black circle, you can't fill it in before the change. So you have to delete it and redraw. That would probably be the most annoying part for me. And, you know, I don't know. There are, workarounds like you said, but like when I do all this progress and I have to undo most of it just to do this one little thing. Like if you draw a curved line with the filling edge red and then point to the end. If it's filled with it. Yeah. Like if I get most of the way through and I'm like, oh, I should have done this with all of it, and I have to undo all the work I just did just to change this little part of it. That's the part that I get a little sick of. It's like, how important is this really? But with editing, oh, that's a new enemy. He throws stuff at me. With editing, it probably makes a big difference. To do it after you draw the shape, unless you want to draw the shape again thinner with the filling and put it inside. Yeah, that would upset me. I don't know, it's stupid, and I know that if I spent like a week, I could use a lot better website. It'll save me a lot more time and tears. Yeah, but that's the trade-off, you've been using this one website and it's what you're used to. Do you want to relearn something else completely different that, yes, it in a sense it does the same thing, but it is different. Every website has their own way of doing things, and it's almost like there is no set way to do it, so it is relearning over and over and over. Hey, that's cheating. You can't throw through that. Oh, also another flaw is that there is only 6 brush sizes. So if you want something specific in between the thickness of the two brushes, you have to manually shrink it down. That's like something with so I use DaVinci Resolve for editing my videos, and one of the things with that is that it's not as annoying, but it doesn't happen so often. But it's a little thing, yeah. It's like with my videos at the end, you know, I just do a little basic to be continued at the end of each episode. And I found this one font that I really liked. But each time I use that font, I mean, each time I use like that little to be continued thing, I have to go back in and change the font back to, oh, I want this font. And then, okay, you know, next one. Oh, got to change it back to this font. Got to change it to this font. It's like there's no way to save to automatically do that, to the point of, you know, it takes 5 seconds. You know, it's not a lot, but it's like, do I want to do this? Because what's gonna happen the one time I forget, you know? I think instead of my brain saying to try and fix something, I just find a way to do it. Yeah. Well, humans are creatures of habit, you know, you get used to um one software, one website, all that kind of stuff, and rather than changing, you get used to the one that, you know, the little quirks about the one that you are using. Like this other website could do everything you want and more, but you know, just like a 5 to 10% difference of the way it does it, and it's like, nah, you know, I'd rather stick with what I know. There they are. Is there gold on this level? Nope, not yet. This is unrelated, but I just got flashbacks of when I was on this exact floor in the mines right before the next checkpoint, and 3 days in a row fell asleep before making it to the checkpoint. Yeah. Every time I go to the mines, I try and do at least one checkpoint before I have to leave. But there was, I think it was like, I would constantly get stuck at 44. I would mine, like, I would get to 44, mine as many rocks as I can, and it just would, the staircase, the ladder would not appear. And I had to go back like 3 or 4 times to try and finally get the ladder to appear. Yeah, sometimes RNG is not on our side. Let's see what I have to sell before I go to sleep. I want to try and get the bouquet. Oh wow, I've got a bunch of you. Every time I play Stardew, I pour all my $1,000 on reproducing farm plants and end up having to spend the majority of my day watering them. Yeah. Yeah, I will spend my entire energy just watering my plants to the point where it's a detriment to like everything else. And that's why I have that little 500 cranberry seeds and salt. I did that in fall and at the beginning of summer. But right now, what I'm trying to focus on is, you know, what does the community center need, and you know, trying to focus on the community center, trying to focus on getting a wife, and going to the mine, upgrading to get the sprinklers, so I don't waste all my energy having to water all my plants. The last time I played, I got stuck in that trap of I'm gonna buy, because I played this game probably 4 years ago, and I got stuck in the trap of buying all the seeds and getting stuck having to water all of them. And then with that money I got from all the cranberries, I used that to buy strawberries in the spring. Yeah. My goal right now is I'm focusing on the community center, all the plants needed for the community center, and the little quests that pop up each every last penny on strawberry. And all the quests that pop up, like the, you know, like in the summer, the hot pepper in the summer on those plants. And once I get the community center done, then it's time to min max you know, what crop is the best for this. So I'm gonna buy a bunch of sprinklers, only plant that crop, and just harvest them repeatedly, sell them, make a bunch of money so I can focus on, because I've never gotten into the animal side of things. So isn't it funny how we can easily spend hours and hours playing a game just to see a little number in game go up? Yeah. Oh yeah. I just I don't want to get sucked um into all of just the farming crops. I you know, I want to try animals and all that other kind of stuff. And but I do love the crop side of things. I just don't want to only get sucked into that. So I'm trying to set up my crops, everything I need for my crops to be happy, so I can dump all my time into other stuff. I'll accept this. Thank you. Yay. Does that mean we're married now? Girlfriend now. I still have to get you to like me more. Okay. So I still got cauliflower at home. Yeah, my issue is I like to min-max everything a little too much. Do you ever just look at the fall leaves waiting for them to spin? Like they go back and forth and every once in a while they spin forward. It's like the DVD screensaver hitting the Oh yeah, like I was saying, in games, I like to min-max everything as much as possible. So trying to at least get the crop side. Oh my goodness. Hello, gentlemen. Fancy meeting you here. I want to at least get the crop side of things in a state to where I am happy enough. Well, they're not, they don't have to 100% be min-maxed, but I'm happy enough with them. I can focus on other stuff. Whenever I'm sitting there fishing, I have nothing else to do while waiting for the fish other than look at the leaves and hope the exact what I'm looking at spins. Yeah. I haven't delved too deep into fishing. Oh my goodness. I haven't delved too deep into fishing yet. I want to at least start getting gold so I can get the upgraded sprinklers. And after I get the upgraded sprinklers, I see that iron's hiding behind you. After I get the upgraded sprinklers, then I'll focus on fishing. Because I'm also a slave to games that have levels, and I have to max level everything. I hate it when games are like, oh, you can level up all of this, but you only have a certain amount of points for level. It's like, no, give me enough points to level up everything to max level. Everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be at level 100. I don't know what's wrong with me, but whenever I have to do something like write an essay, even though I know it's only going to take an hour, I will find every excuse not to write it. But then I can easily start animating, knowing I'm probably not going to be done for at least 3 hours. Well, that's, what's it called? Executive dysfunction? It's something along those lines. If it's something that you don't want to do, you don't really find too much enjoyment with, then your brain doesn't want to do it. But like you were saying with animating, you would like to animate, so your brain has no problem finding enjoyment. It's chasing the dopamine. a brain chemical deficiency. Maybe, like, I was diagnosed with ADD, and technically I guess I have a deficiency in the way my brain produces serotonin or dopamine. So, you just got to find what you like, and it is. As humans, we are chasing that. Oh my goodness, you are hurting so much. You are chasing the serotonin and the dopamine. I wish I could remember exactly what it's called. It's like, I think it is executive dysfunction, but I can't fully remember. Three and three, 2 and 1. What can I do with this coffee bean? Hey, thanks for the raid, MX. Uh, Darling.
MX_darling just rated with 1 viewers.
I hope your stream went well. I'm doing good. How are you? I also think that is more tied into some form of autism, but I can't look people. I don't know why I just can't. Yeah, it probably is a little bit tied into that. Like my wife, she has a little bit of autism, and I've got ADHD, and like the amount of we things that relate to each other and those things is crazy. It did. I married my final spouse, Emily. 23 out of 23, Maddie. That that must have taken a long time. I finally just got my first girlfriend in this playthrough. Uh, first girlfriend Maru. A fellow neurodivergent streamer. Lovely. Aren't we all a little neurodivergent? Yeah, summon 9 of you 3. Wow. That is quick. Only like you 3. I remember my first playthrough, however long ago that was, 4 years ago. I think it took me to year 3 to get my first one. You are a spring plant. If you ever meet me, I will make eye contact for 1 second and look away if I'm looking at someone in the eyes for more than 10 seconds and specifically thinking about it and I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, the things that we train ourselves to be able to handle. It requires a lot of strategizing. I put a lot of hours in. I did before when I first started playing, but it got to a point where everything else in my life was deteriorating because I would wake up at 4 in the morning, go to sleep at 10 at night, and all day I would do nothing but play Stardew. It was pretty bad.